Well, here we are at Fitzroy House in Newmarket, the home of Michael Bell, the famous racehorse trainer. He's kindly allowed us to have a tour of these facilities, and of course he's a big City fan. 90 horses are trained here at Fitzroy House and are cared for by over 40 stable staff. Owned since 1989 by lifelong City fan Michael Bell, it has been home to 2 champion trainers, as well as many other notable winners that have amassed over £18 million worth of prize money.
Good to meet you, Les.
And you, sir. And the question I really need to start off with is, why City?
Well, back in, I was born in 1960, and Super City were doing very well in the late 60s, and one of the best players was Colin Bell, and obviously I'm called Michael Bell, so I sort of pretended he was my uncle, and then supported City ever since. And actually Bury, even sadder, are my second team, because we're Colin Bell, they were Colin Bell's first club.
This is Alan Oakes. 20 minutes gone, and it's Colin. What a goal! What a goal!
Nijinsky, he was known as well, wasn't he? That was
He
his
was
nickname.
indeed.
But I met him at the Etihad at the end of last season, and then his son was there. He was a doctor. He was a really nice guy, and I just was talking to Colin, and then his son said, "You know, my dad follows all your horses." That made my day.
Horses, they obviously got personalities and character. Are they similar to footballers? Some moody, some quiet, some noisy. I mean, for instance, have you got a Mario Balotelli in one of your stables?
Yeah, we've all, you've always got ones that are, they probably need gelding. So
He does.
He does as well. So yeah, there are. Obviously, they're all different. They're not. They're every horse is different, but some of them are easier to handle than others. And others are more robotic, and you can just slot into the string and just do what everybody else does, and others you have to sort of alter their routine a bit to suit their temperaments.
There wouldn't be any chance of seeing this famous silks room, I believe.
Yeah, the
Queen's
colours. Yeah, we're probably in here somewhere. Yeah, we got come in here. So this is the colours room. This is where all the owners' silks are kept, and all the paddock sheets. Mr. Gredley, who's a big owner of ours, UNEX Group, who owns Big Orange, who's won a couple of decent races this year.
Joey Bartlett used to have one here, did he?
Joey B did, yes. Had his first horse called Blue Monkey, and he's got a few horses now, but doesn't actually have one with me at the moment. But when he sees this interview, I'm sure he'll send another one. I still see him a bit, and that's the Queen's paddock sheet.
Wow.
Obviously, a thrill to have that. Great honour to have her in the yard. And this guy here, Sports UK, that's Kia Euroption, who is Carlos Tevez's agent.
Of course.
He's got a couple of horses here.
Has he?
Yeah. We've got a horse for Jonathan Barnett, who's Gareth Bale's agent, and lately Glenn Johnson. I think a Joe Hart, his agent as well, Jonathan Barnett. Here's the Monarchs silks. They have to go and be dry cleaned.
After every race?
After every race, because all the gold braid and the jockeys, it's a real honour for them. If they've never ridden for the Queen, so when they come into the paddock, they look 6 inches taller.
If it was like a race at Ascot and the Queen was there, would she meet the jockey?
Yeah, she goes into the paddock, and that's her major. Well, she's got many hobbies and many interests, and I think it's one of the reasons she stays so young. And she's a real country person at heart, and I think, had she not been born how she was born, she probably would have trained racehorses. She absolutely loves it, loves the game.
Bell has masterminded over 1,200 winners during his ownership of Fitzroy House, with the most distinguished being Motivator's triumph in the 2005 Epsom Derby. His rise to becoming one of the best trainers in the UK began in 1989 with Pass the Peace.
I remember being extremely nervous driving down to Newbury and probably weighing about 10 stone, being run up really light. And no, it was a great day because she'd been champion 2-year-old the year before for Paul Cole, where I was assistant. But by pure fluke, she was owned by my dad, and she cost £9,000 as a yearling. And so the intention was always to come to me when I set up. So I was just incredibly lucky to take on the champion 2-year-old that cost relatively little for a racehorse.
Of course.
And an interesting runner here was Pass the Peace, who was trained by Michael Bell, the former assistant to Paul Cole.
And obviously the racing world was watching to see whether this young guy could train his father's horse. And anyway, amazingly she won, and she just got chinned in the French Guineas a fortnight later.
Chinned.
The race up towards the line, past the piece, goes well clear and comes to the line. The excellent winner of this Gainsborough stud, Fred Darling, second.
Although that may have been his first group winner, the talk of the stables is the 2009 Irish Oaks, where Lady Bamford's Siriska took all the plaudits in remarkable style.
It was amazing because obviously, you know, Jamie Spencer-Roder, who from Ireland, knows the Curragh very well, and she'd won the English Oaks, so she was going into that race. I think she was odds-on favourite, so we were on a hiding to nothing. But we knew she'd like the ground. It was almost unraceable. It was very soft that day.
And Siriska coming there effortless now to complete an Oaks double. Jamie Spencer looks around and toys with the opposition as Siriska bolts in to win his second Oaks form.
It was an amazing thing to watch, and people have said they've never seen an easier classic winner, and you'll go a long way before you do see an easier classic winner.
Well, we've seen the gallops, we've seen the silks. Could we have a look at one or two of your horses now, please, in
Why
the
not?
stables?
Good idea. So we're going to look at Sarita, who is Siriska's first foal
Yeah?
by Galileo. So she's bred in the purple, if that's the right colour, in the light blue.
Of course.
Here, she's not camera shy. We haven't got a footballer at the moment, but Niall Quinn had a few horses here, 2 or 3 when he was playing for City. Charming guy.
Lovely man, yeah.
And trained for Alex Ferguson, and we had a lot of laughs. Hasn't got one here. I must actually get in touch with him and get another one from him, because he's a good man. He's a very good owner. Pays by return, which a lot of footballers don't.
What's your most memorable City match?
Well, I suppose. Well, the Gillingham, the Wembley match.
Oh, you were at Wembley, were you?
Yeah, I was there that day, and I mean, basically, it was all over. And I was there with my eldest son, and very nearly walked out. And then, those last 3 minutes were just extraordinary. Weaver. You know, as a fan who's been through the mill, like anyone who's sort of my age who's supported them, it's been an absolute roller coaster. And, you know, we're set there for some good times, aren't we?
Absolutely. Well, thanks again, Michael. It's been an absolute pleasure. Very, very interesting. It's opened my eyes to one or two things. It's been fascinating having a tour around your stable, and thanks for sparing the time, and hopefully see you soon at the Etihad.
Well, I'd love to. Thanks very much.